These 5 fragrances are modern classics and will never go out of style. Timeless masterpieces and must-haves in every collection, in my opinion. So make sure to watch till the end. We start off the list with Guerlain L'Homme Idéal Eau de Parfum. This is a April 2016 batch, so one of the very first batches ever. And this smells so amazingly well blended. It's a perfect 10 out of 10 masterpiece fragrance. I would say this still smells better than 80% of my niche collection, to be honest. This is niche quality. It's masterfully well blended by Thierry Vasser and Delphine Jauk. They made this masterpiece together. And I already had the Ideal Cologne. I had it from 2014 and this came out in 2016. And I immediately bought it. And I broke the bottle, I think in 2019 or something. The only bottle I've ever broke. And it was like broken from the top. So I could save like 20 ml. There was like 40, 50 ml left in the bottle and I could save 20 ml. So I was devastated, but I could still save a bit. And I was really careful with that. And I bought a 2020 batch later. And at some point I could get my hands on this 2016 batch. I have another 2016 batch upstairs that has a little bit left. But this is an absolute, very sophisticated, timeless masterpiece. I think, let's say in 50 years, people will still be wearing this because this is a timeless blend. It's very sophisticated. It's a almond fragrance because all the Ideal, the whole Ideal line has the almond DNA. But this is a cherry, almond, vanilla fragrance. It has a little bit of incense. It's slightly smoky. It has a touch of leather. It has a creamy sandalwood base. It has like a little bit of lavender, a little bit of bergamot. And altogether, it's a bit ambery, it's a bit spicy. But mostly, it's like a well-rounded sweet cherry vanilla fragrance with a nice nuttiness of almond. But it's not too sweet. It's not like too cherry-ish. It's not too much. It's so massively well blended that it's like a perfect mix. It is very sophisticated. It's super sexy. Perfect for date nights. You will smell like a gentleman with this one. I would say it's perfect for fall, winter, and early spring. Wouldn't wear this in the high heat unless you have a summer evening and you can wear it on a night out or on a date night, or you can wear this to the office. You can wear this in almost any situation. It's pretty versatile and it's a very unique scent profile. I would still say it's not a safe blind buy, but you can sniff this in store. I've heard from people that newer batches are weaker. My 2020 batch is amazing, great performance, smells beautiful. I haven't tested the new batches, so I cannot say that for myself. But at least get your nose on this because, in my opinion, this is one of the best fragrances ever created. And a must have in every collection. So check this one out. Guerlain, L'Homme Idéal, Eau de Parfum. Next up we have Viktor and Rolf, Spicebomb Extreme. And this came out in 2015 and it was an instant love for me. I instantly really loved it. The original Spicebomb, I thought it was nice, but it wasn't really a love, but this came out such a masterpiece, such a beast mode fragrance as well. This is a 2017 batch, which is empty. Upstairs I have a 50 ml bottle. That's a 2015 batch with like 15 ml left. I'm saving it for special occasions. And this is just so sexy. It's one of the best tobacco vanilla fragrances on the market, in my opinion. It's like sweet, warm, spicy, tobacco, vanilla combined with cinnamon, a little bit of bourbon, a little bit of saffron, like a touch, a hint of grapefruit, which is hardly detectable, but to give it like a sort of freshness to it. So it's also a little bit of fresh spicy, but it's mostly warm, spicy, and sweet. And it's just sort of a simple note breakdown, but it smells very elegant. It smells super sexy, very alluring. This is a perfect date night fragrance, perfect for clubbing, not really for the office maybe, but it's very cozy as well. Like mostly like perfectly suited for like fall, winter, I would say early spring as well. Well, in the Netherlands today, it's like 20 degrees and raining. It feels like fall, actually. It's not really warm. So even with the weather like today, like 20 degrees rain, you can still rock this. This is a must-have in every collection. In my opinion, this is like one of the best designers they ever made. But I've heard from people that the newer batches are weaker. But I heard also from other people that they say new batches still perform great. My friend Karim, Smell of Fruit, he made a video of an older batch and a 2023 batch, I think, last year. I will leave a link in the description here. You can watch his YouTube video. And he said that the newer batch also has great performance, it's just a little bit weaker. But sometimes fragrances need to macerate. I personally talked to Viktor and Rolf, and they told me it's not reformulated. They didn't do anything with the batch. They didn't water it down. They kept it the same. So maybe it's just a matter of maceration. Because fragrances, if you use them, there comes a little bit of air in the bottle, and you store them cool and dark, and they will macerate over time. They will become stronger. Not all the fragrances will become beast mode, of course, that's not how it works. But some fragrances are already strong and they become beast mode, or some fragrances are weak and they become strong. It depends on the fragrance, it depends on the blend, it depends on the concentration. It has a lot of factors. Usually extrait de parfums macerate better for some weird reason. They macerate like harder and deeper and they become longer lasting, but eau de parfums as well. This is amazing, and I would say check this one out. It's a must-have masterpiece fragrance. Next up, we have Tom Ford Noir Extreme, which is also one of the best designer fragrances ever made. Overall, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Tom Ford. I think overall their fragrances are overrated, overpriced, bad performance. But this is such a masterpiece. I would say the performance isn't that great. I get like 6 hours on my skin, I think. I spray a lot. What I also do is I layer it with Ambroxan or with Isoe Super or with both. And then it's like really good performing. I do at least 25 sprays with this, to be honest. But it smells amazing. This is the perfect date-night fragrance. It's very sexy, alluring, it's inviting. It's a gourmand fragrance. It has the coffee note, which is a dessert, which is very unique. This smells very unique. It has like the warm spiciness with cardamom, saffron, nutmeg. It has white floral aspects with neroli jasmine. It has a really sexy coffee note, which is like a sweet dessert combined with amber and vanilla and a creamy sandalwood. So it is also woody, it's warm, spicy, it's sweet. It's very inviting. This is the perfect day-night fragrance. Perfect for those cozy, cold days. Perfect for fall and winter. I would say early spring as well. I love to wear this sometimes just as my scent of the morning, even in summer, even in like the evenings, you know, like just chilling on the couch. When it's summer, I don't care. I just wear fragrances for myself, not for other people. But this is super sexy. In my opinion, a must-have. But also the parfum is also amazing, maybe slightly better. Both are 10 out of 10 masterpieces, and the parfum is actually stronger. That lasts already 8+ hours on my skin. So you can also decide to get the parfum. But I would say, though, yeah, these are not really blind buy worthy, although I think they are must-have fragrances, but they are pretty expensive still. I would say at least sample this, get your nose on it, and thank me later because it just smells super sexy. Next up, we have Roja Parfums Elysium Cologne, which is not a cologne, but it's an eau de parfum. It's a flanker of the original parfum version, which is an extrait de parfum. But this flanker, it's just such a classic masterpiece. This came out in 2017. It's a aromatic fougere fragrance. So it is like very citrusy and aromatic. It's very woody. It has a nice cedar wood. It's a very complex fragrance, actually. It has a lot of citrus notes. It has like lime and bergamot and lemon and grapefruit. It has juniper berries. It has black currant. It has apple. And that fruitiness is detectable, but it's more like as a support note. It's not like overly sweet or something. It's mostly like very fresh spicy. It's aromatic. It is citrusy, but it has some little fruitiness to it. It also has vetiver, which gives it also like a little bit like of like earthiness, darkness to it, like a nice woodiness. It has labdanum and leather, also a bit in the background as a support note. Smells amazing. It has vanilla, it has benzoin, super sexy. The blend is perfectly well blended from like the top to the mid to the dry down. It evolves. It's really like a gentleman fragrance in my opinion. Perfect for any situation. You can wear this all year round in professional settings, whatever you're doing, date nights. You can literally wear this every time of the day, every time of the year, just 365 days a year. And this came out in 2017, and it's already a modern classic because I know for sure this will never go out of style. This is a timeless fragrance. This will be, I think, still in 50 years, people will still wear this because this DNA, it's beautifully well blended and it has a sort of like sexiness to it. It feels very sophisticated sexy. It feels like gentleman sexiness, you know? It's such a beautifully well blended, in my opinion, masterpiece fragrance. And I have an older batch which performs great on my skin. I get 8 to 10 hours with a moderate projection. I heard from people that newer batches are slightly weaker. I cannot tell you, I haven't tested it out myself. I wouldn't say it's a safe blind buy because I don't think this is for everyone. But it's still very mass appealing. Although it smells very unique, it's still very mass appealing. I would say at least sample this, get your nose on it, and thank me later. Because this is a must have in my opinion. Elysium. Last but not least, we have Parfums de Marly Layton. As you may know by now, this is one of my all-time favorites. Signature scent. I wear this a lot. I've worn this a lot. Lately I'm wearing it a little bit less because I got so many new fragrances in, but this is a timeless masterpiece. I will always have this in my collection, and I would describe this as a like sweet, sexy apple vanilla fragrance, which is also like warm, spicy, like with cardamom. It is aromatic with lavender. It has floral aspects. It is a little bit fresh. It's mostly sweet, but the fresh spiciness and the warm spiciness. It's a bit woody. It has gaiac wood and sandalwood, so it has a nice woody base. And the blend is perfectly well blended. This is an older batch. It's a beast. I think this will last for 14 plus hours on my skin. It's really strong. And I've heard from people that newer batches are weaker, but I've also heard from people, they say new batches perform 8 plus hours on my skin at least. So I've heard different stories. So also check it out yourself, you know, sample it, don't blind buy it, test it out. I would say this is a perfect safe blind buy because it smells amazing, but yeah, that's not for me to decide, of course, because it's pretty expensive. I wouldn't recommend to blind buy an expensive fragrance. Just to be sure, sample it first. I have a lot of discount codes. You can buy decants from websites, and you can also buy full bottles for really good prices with discount codes. But in my opinion, it's a must have. I need a backup bottle. Actually, it's almost empty. So if I got a new bottle in with a new batch, I will try to get an older batch if that's possible. But if I get a new batch, I will review that as well, so I can compare the new to the old batch. So Parfums de Marly Layton, it's super sexy. I would say it's super versatile as well, because people say, oh, it's for fall and winter. And yes, it's perfect for fall and winter. But you can wear this in spring, and you can wear this in summer up to about 22 degrees Celsius, in my opinion. Above would be a little bit maybe too hot. And if you want to wear this in summer, wear this, layer this with Parfums de Marly Sadly. Because if you put Sadly on first, which is very fresh with a lot of ambroxan, and you put Layton over it, it's just a perfect summer layering combination. But Layton, it has that that sweet apple, warm spiciness with vanilla. It's a bit gourmandish even. It's not really a gourmand fragrance, but it goes to that direction. And it's a compliment getter. It's a unique smelling fragrance because this scent profile is, in my opinion, very unique. Of course, people have cloned it already a lot of times, but I think still that 99% out of the people, or even more, you walk on the street, they don't smell these kind of fragrances. I always get compliments with it. It's perfect for date nights. You can wear this in almost any situation, to the office, clubbing, whatever you want to do. Super sexy and one of my most complimented fragrances ever, actually. So Parfums of Marley Layton, timeless masterpiece, must have in every collection, but still sample it first. Check this one out. Thanks again for watching. It will be really helpful if you like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to my channel, of course. Watch my other content. I make a full video every week and I post 2 shorts every day. In the meantime, let me know what you think of the fragrances. Have you smelled these before? Probably have, because all of them are older. Have you tried them? Do you own them? What you think of the fragrances? Maybe you didn't know the fragrances. Maybe you tested it. Maybe you sampled them after the video. Come back. Give me some feedback. Also about newer batches. Do you own a newer batch? Give me some feedback, please. I will reply on every comment. Even if you just want to let me know your scent of the day. I'm wearing, at the moment that we speak, I'm wearing Alexandria fragrances 1981X. I think it's like this or like this. This is a Naxos clone. I'll just respray it. This is a Xerjoff Naxos clone. And this is so good. This is such a super sexy. I would say if you don't want to spend Xerjoff money, get this, because this smells amazing and it performs amazing as well. It's an extrait de parfum. I have a discount code for the UK website, and I will manage a discount code from Hani, from the owner of Alexandra. I'm in contact with him. He has to make me a discount code for the US website as well. So I'll get you a discount code for that as well. In the meantime, I post my scent of the day in the community section every day. Check me out on Instagram, TikTok. I post content every day. And next Saturday, I will be back with another full video. You may overspray. Namaste. Thanks for watching.